Hey everyone, I hope this message finds you and your family healthy. I also hope you are finding ways to keep yourself busy and active. We have a spectacular new high school building getting closer to being ready for our occupancy in the fall of 2020, and we are ready to get packing for that transition and move to take place. So I'm going to outline some things that Superintendent Gorell provided in his email. Everything that is in this presentation is very similar to what you saw there, with some tweaks and some more specific information as it pertains to the high school. The sixth item here, we'll be talking at the very end of this presentation just about labels and other items that you'll already find in your room for the packing process. So just a reminder behind the plan. This plan was put together in consultation with Dane County and Madison Public Health, Dane County Emergency Management, the Verona Area School District Medical Director, and Legal Counsel. What we did find is that the 10-person limit in the governor's order really does not technically apply to our packing process. However, it does still include the no mass gathering stipulation, that item is still applicable to what we are doing. So staff in buildings will be limited. So we will have no more than 15 individuals per building in the building each day for the purposes of packing. And this is 15 people for the K-wing and 15 people for the main building. Staff may bring other individuals to help if they wish, and the individuals, however, must live in the same household. Again, they must live in the same household. And any individuals attending with a staff member does count toward the 15 person maximum in that building. Children must stay in the classroom space. They cannot leave your classroom space to go outside and play on the playground or other areas, cannot go into the gym. And then there are no pets allowed unless they are a certified service animal. So packing shifts begin Wednesday, April 29th. There'll be 4-hour shifts, and we will run 3 of those shifts per day beginning this Wednesday, April 29th, and they will run beginning on that date, Monday through Friday. Just a note, there will be no packing shifts available on Monday, May 4th, because we are doing a senior graduation materials pickup. Staff may sign up for multiple shifts, but all staff will have an opportunity to sign up for a first shift before staff can sign up for a second. So what we will say is that additional shifts can be added after Wednesday, May 6th on the sign-up grid. We do have a stipulation that there's 72 hours in between shifts, and we cannot arrive early and or stay late. We must really commit, each of us as individuals commit to that time frame that we're signing up for. So you're going to use the link that I provided here and provided in my email, that is the packing sign up spreadsheet. Note that there's a tab at the bottom of the spreadsheet for the main building and a tab for the K-wing. Make sure you're signing up for the proper building, and you must sign up for 1 slot for each person attending. So on that spreadsheet, if Mike Murphy is attending with his wife and our 5 kids, then I will be signing up for a total of 7 of the 15 available slots during that time period. If you are looking to access the building for non-packing purposes, such as picking up materials needed for virtual learning, there will be 15 slots per building for that purpose on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11:40 to 11:55. And again, we ask you to sign up on that same sheet in that time frame, but that is only Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And again, we ask that you must stay true to that time slot that you're signing up for. So arriving and being ready to enter the building right at 11:40, and then leaving by 11:55. So you'll find these items laid out, and we will go into more in depth as to each of these items, but you'll find these already in your classroom prior to your arrival. So the first thing, you must transport yourself and guests. We cannot have multiple people dropping friends and grandparents and others dropping kids off and everybody must arrive together. You'll enter and exit the all at the same location. So the main high school, everyone will enter door 1 by the registration office in the K wing. You'll register by the main entrance near the student parking lot. You'll have to complete the Are You Healthy questionnaire prior to entering the building. Gloves and masks will not be provided, nor are they required. However, certainly we would be advocating for you to bring your own mask and glove if you feel that's necessary for yourself. Hand sanitizer will be provided and should be used upon entering and exiting the building. Buildings will also be cleaned and sanitized daily as best that we can. So staff in adjoining rooms may not be present at the same time. Any doors between adjoining rooms or offices must be closed and remained closed. Social distancing measures must be adhered to, with the exception being guests that are residing in the same household. Also, staff and guests must stay in the classroom or office, with the exceptions of disposing of trash or materials provided in centralized receptacles, and then also to go to the restroom. And again, we only ask that one person be permitted or go use the restroom at a time. Again, just to try and follow our social distancing expectations. Also, along that same guideline, only one person is permitted in an elevator at a time, again with the exception guests who reside in the same household. Staff and guests may not come and go from the building during the shift, so you can't leave to go get lunch or other items during the middle of your shift and then come back. So you're expected to be there in the building during your time, during your shift. For movement of large personal items, there will be carts available in designated areas in each of the buildings. The carts must be returned to the designated areas, and then we ask that you spray and wipe down with disinfectant before and after your use. Large personal items may be moved then from the building out of the designated entrances and exits. And then a last reminder is that we ask that your the disposal of personal items. So these are items that you have brought into the building that are owned by you. Maybe you brought a comfy chair from home. These items must be removed by you and disposed of on your own. So at the completion of your shift, all packed boxes are to remain in your room. If you have filled any of your classroom or office garbage or recyclable receptacles, we ask that you set those outside of your classroom or office door so that way the custodian knows that those need to be dumped. Also, at the completion of the shift, we ask that you place the notice of exit form on the outside of your door facing the hallway. This is a really important step to make sure that any other additional staff that may need to enter that space, including our custodians, knows that someone has been in there. We know when they were last in that space because we do ask that no one enters that space for 72 hours after an individual has been in there. So this gets to the place of talking about some specifics of items that have already been placed in your room. We have orange labels. These labels are to be placed on boxes, all boxes and items to be moved to the new building. Again, this is all boxes and any other items to be moved to the new building. There's also an item placement sheet that you see here on this slide. This form at the top box, the smaller box on the top, this is what you're going to list off any items that need to be moved from your current room to the new room. These are larger items, specifically beyond the labeled boxes. And then in the bottom box, you're going to draw a schematic of your new room and where in the new room you would like items placed upon delivery. You'll also find a purple label or purple labels. These are items that are not wanted by you to be moved to the new building. These are items that you also know that Badger Ridge and Core Knowledge Charter School does not want. And so these are items, though, that are still good, could be salvaged, could be made for resale. So you're thinking kind of garage sale type items. You'll put a purple label on those. And then finally, you have a couple black labels. These are for items that should be disposed of. So larger, non-personal items that you know they may be broken or not usable, and that they should be disposed of. You can use this link to access the packing and moving regulations, the complete packing and moving regulations provided by Superintendent Gorell. So that concludes our kind of overview of our packing process. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly, Mike Murphy. I will be heading all of our packing process. So please shoot me an email, and if I don't know the answer to that, I will be reaching out directly to Pam or our building rep for moving, Greg Verhulst, Superintendent Grell, to get you the answer. So take care of yourself, take care of your family, and stay healthy, everybody.